There you go.
That would be awesome. I mean, I have no control over that. That's vivid. I thought they were going to release it when the Olympics happened last summer, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not quite sure what it is exactly they're waiting for. Maybe when I release my third book and go on tour with that, they'll release it then.
Yeah, they might be waiting just for that.
For a special date, yeah.
They might be, or they might be waiting to catch it so they can win an award off it for the AVNs. Because they win awards too for the movies, so.
Very true. I don't know.
Well, if you come to AVNs this year, I'll be there. So look for me, or text me, or message me, or something. And if you ever want,
are you going to be your alter ego?
Yeah, I'll be Pervy. And if you ever want to be on the Pervy the Clown show, man, you're invited. So.
That is awesome.
Just watch out for all the pies.
I might hump your leg, so.
You better, damn it, or I'll feel neglected.
Yeah.
Can you tell all the listeners again, where they can find all your content and social media?
Yeah, absolutely. My website is my name, TaylorLianneChandler.com. And then on most social media, I'm Real Tay-Cha TLC. So it's RealTayCha TLC. Because it's like the first letters of my first name, first letters of my last name, and my initials with the word real in front of it. Because I used to be Tay-Cha TLC on everything, but when all this stuff happened 3 years ago, I deleted social media. Mm-hmm. And with Twitter and Instagram, once you delete it, it's permanent. Yeah. So when I reinstituted it, I had to make it a different name. So that's where the Real Tay-Cha TLC comes from. And I'm pretty active on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. What's so awful is I used to have a verified Facebook page too, like my other pages, but in February I was hacked, and I've tried so hard to work with Facebook to get it back, and here we are almost a year later, and it still hasn't happened.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass, too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, on Twitter, that's probably where I'm the most active. Mm-hmm. I love Twitter. But I do Instagram, too.
Nice. Nice. And you're on YouTube, so they can find you on YouTube, too. You forgot to throw that.
I am on YouTube. There's a lot of me on YouTube that I didn't even know was there until the other day.
No, yeah, I Googled you, and I was like, oh, my God. It was just like video after video after video, and I'm like, and you got videos of yourself, and then I looked, and then there was actually a video of you that somebody was just talking about you, and I banded him. He had nothing to say but nasty shit.
He wasn't educated.
Yeah, he wasn't educated, and I banded him for you. Not just for you, for myself. I just didn't like what he had to say. So.
Oh, well, thank you. It's pretty crazy. I was at my boyfriend's house the other day, and he was like pulling that stuff up, and he's like, I was like, I saw stuff I didn't even know was out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hilarious. I haven't done a lot with YouTube lately. I probably should. I used to Periscope a lot. And every now and again I jump on Periscope. I like Periscope.
Nice.
It's just, if I'm not doing something or have something to promote, I don't really know what to say, and then I feel like I'm just on there rambling. So typically when something's coming up, that's when I'll jump on Periscope. But I need to get better with YouTube. Because YouTube's fun.
Yeah, YouTube's good for learning, too, a lot of good learning. I like it because the learning documents that are on there of stuff, and then you can actually learn, and they'll have, I watched a kid the other day or something that was reincarnated, that claims that he was reincarnated, and I guess when he was 1.5 years old, he started talking and telling all about it, and it was just an amazing story, man. Put tears in my eyes, and I'm just like, oh, wow, I like it for that stuff, all that learning documentary stuff, because it's pretty cool. Or if you need to know something, you can kind of look it up and, see how to do whatever. I like that kind of stuff about it.
Well, they tell me that if you get enough followers that that's when advertisers come your way, and you can actually start making money off of it. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, you can, and actually, Taylor, you have to log on to it with a laptop or a home computer, and it will get into the file area. There will be more options, and you can look it up where you can turn that on, and they will put like commercials in front of your video, and of an advertisement, and then you can make money for your hits on your video if you get a lot of hits. Yeah,
interesting.
It's pretty cool. I put videos out there, but a lot of people, when they did that clown scare, a lot of people would see my shit instantly and then try to report my video. I don't put no nudity, but of course, I'll put clips of the video, of like the, say I do a DVD or movie with somebody, I'll put a clip of it before it gets to the dirty part. And, some people, of course, they get offensive and they're like, oh my God, and it's just like, geez.
Are you afraid of clowns, Taylor?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of clowns, Taylor?
Oh, I love clowns. I actually was, last month I was a Cirque du Soleil clown here in D.C. for the Miss Adams Morgan pageant. Our table theme was clowns. And in the past for Halloween, when I've done the black and orange ball a couple times, I've been clown. But I'm always a Cirque du Soleil clown.
I've seen those pictures, Taylor. That's why I mentioned the Pervy the Clown show to you.
Yeah. I love being a clown because I like being someone and no one knows who you are. And it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
It started off that way for me. It was a lot of fun, and when I started doing it, and then everybody was like my brother-in-law, he would tell me, he'd go, hey man, why don't you, he'd be like, my brother-in-law Greg would tell me, he'd go, hey, why don't you be, don't worry about it. He's like, because nobody can tell who you are. They can't see what's under the makeup, man. He's like, so you can act however you want. And then I was like, oh, okay. And it kind of comforted me a little bit by him saying that. And then I started getting real popular, and the fame started to hit. And then I was like, you know what, man? I'm taking my fucking makeup off. Because when I get older, people aren't going to even know this shit is me. I'm going to be sitting on the porch telling these young guys, yeah, I used to be Pervy the Clown. And they're going to be like, yeah, whatever, old man. And so I'm like, you know what, man? I'm walking down the red carpet without my makeup on. I'll wear my clown nose, but you know what I mean? So then I started actually, and then I had Facebook, which I had Pervy the Clown on Facebook. And then Facebook, of course, wanted to see my ID, and they changed my name. And then everybody in school and everybody knew, my aunts, my uncles, what I was up to. And, I was just like, hey, accept me for who I am. Somebody's got to do it out there. So, and there's other people that do that. So I'm like, if you don't accept me for who I am, then oh well. Then I guess you're not a good person, because we all got to do different things. So
absolutely,
yeah, and that's how I feel that everybody should accept everybody. It doesn't matter. I've seen a friggin' show the other day, and it was on cows. This guy had a pet cow, and he had a girl pet cow, and it wasn't even full grown. And the cow, he was explaining on the documentary on YouTube how she is more of a pet than his dog was. That cow would sit, give him his paw, rub her head on him, roll over. When he'd get home and it'd get excited, he'd let it in the house. It wouldn't go to the bathroom in the house. I mean, it was amazing. It made me not want to eat meat anymore. And it did. It really did, Taylor. I was like, oh my God, and I started bitching, and I was crabby all day, bitching about shit about it, not bitching about the video, because it really brought a tear to my eye, because that cow has a soul. And you know what I'm saying? And just because they're a cow and we're a fucking person, or we call ourselves human, that cow still has a soul in it. All of us do. And that poor little soul, thank God that guy is taking care of it, and it's never going to get eaten. So I was just like, oh my God. And the man, he said that how his family doesn't eat meat. they don't eat meat because of, now he has this pet cow that just amazed him and changed him over. And I was like, wow. So it was just a shocking story, and took to my heart, and I was like, oh my God. So, so yeah, crazy stuff. So do you have any shouts out you want to say to anybody?
I'd love to say a shout out to my publicist, Lainey Spicer. Love her to death. Without her, I wouldn't be here today. She's gotten me through some of the best times, worst times, times in the middle. And if it wasn't for her, my third book wouldn't be coming about. So I owe her so much. She's always been awesome. And, yeah.
Nice.
I'd like to, my closest friends that have gone through a lot over the last 3 years with my life being so crazy, and I'm grateful for everybody sticking by me. It's meant a lot. A year ago, I went and got professional help. I was diagnosed in 2000 with borderline personality disorder, and a year ago, I finally got help, and I got on a medicine regimen that changed my life and made it so that I lived a very normal life without the extreme highs and lows.
Nice.
So it's been amazing. I read a book called Fast Girl by Susie Faber Hamilton. She was the runner that got caught for prostitution in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympic runner. She was super famous. And then she was a high-class call girl in Vegas, and some magazine busted her. And she wrote a book about it called Fast Girl, and it was like I was reading my own story. And, the way she went through things emotionally, and it was life-changing for me.
Yeah. Where did you find that story? YouTube?
I saw her on a talk show, and then I ran out and got her book, and read her book, and then her and I actually talked. We've become friends. We both have done some of the same shows at different times, and I just love her. So every now and again we chit-chat. And she was supposed to be in D.C. Earlier this year for the American Health Association to be a keynote speaker, and at the last minute it fell through. I was so bummed because I was going to finally get to meet her in real life.
Hopefully you'll get another chance at
Yeah,
that,
hopefully you will.
Yeah, we'll get there. She lives out in California, but one of these days we'll cross paths.
Hell yeah.
Are you going to, when your book comes out, are you going to be somewhere signing books?
Oh, absolutely. I'll definitely go on a book tour.
Yeah, you have to tweet that out and let everybody know, too.
We've already, from before, when this was coming about with the first book, we were in talks to make it into a movie, and I think that will come to fruition, because my life truly is, quote-unquote, a lifetime movie.
Yeah, you should. That is a great idea. I was thinking that, too, when we were talking about the books and stuff, and I was thinking that, it could be, and it would help other people, Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Other people that are born that way, you could, actually reach out, and if they had something to read that somebody else went through it, here's this pretty girl that went through it herself, and they see that themselves, then they could probably maybe and understand the feelings that they're going through at the times. Because, I'm sure you go through a lot of feelings. So, yeah, I think that's wonderful. I really do. I think and I want a book, too. So whenever you get this book done. Oh,
definitely. When it comes out.
Yeah, I want you to sign it for me, too. Definitely. So, awesome.
You got it.
And thank you for being on our show, man. It was an honor to have you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. I've enjoyed this.
And I'm looking forward, Taylor, if I can have you back soon, even, and when your book comes out, man, if I can get you back on here. I know everybody's probably going to be all over you, wanting you on their radio station. So.
Oh, I'll still come back on.
Cool. Cool. Awesome. And if you decide to go to AVNs, let me know. Definitely. So.
I will. Absolutely.
Awesome. It's been wonderful talking to you, Taylor. I could keep going and going. We're over our hour, and I'm just like, oh, I can keep going. Well, thank you for being on the show.